Hi, my name Hi, my name is Micheline McDonald. Welcome to this gentle flow. So we're gonna do some breath work and then some gentle movement. And at the end, we're gonna end with a guided relaxation. So if you have a blanket or maybe a pillow to put underneath at the back of the legs, maybe if you have blocks, just in case you need them. It's a very gentle session, but it's really nice to have a blanket or a towel to place underneath your knees. And I'll give everybody a moment just to get everything together. I am a registered and certified yoga instructor as well as Reiki master. I'll just give everyone a moment. So let's get started. And we're gonna start seated. So if you feel like you're rounding or collapsing in the lower back, you're not comfortable sitting on the floor, you can place that blanket or a pillow and just get comfortable. Try to get the spine nice and long. If you're comfortable, maybe close your eyes. And let's just take 3 nice long deep breaths, taking a moment to fully arrive here. Feel the sides of your feet on the floor, your sit bones on the floor. Let's keep the lips gently closed. Take a deep, deep inhale to the nose. And a long exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep, deep, long inhale to the nose. And this time, side ass to the mat as you exhale. We're gonna start with a breathing exercise that is really nice to relax the eyes. So if you're wearing glasses, we can put those to the side. We're gonna rub our hands together, make your hands nice and warm. And then you're gonna place the palm of your hands on your eyelids, fingertips up. And let's take 6 nice long deep breaths, inhaling fully from the hands into the back of the eyes. Exhaling into your hands, releasing any tension around the eyes. Inhale, feel the warmth coming into the back of your eyes. Exhale, releasing tension. Let's take 4 more rounds of breath just like that. Making the inhales full and the exhales longer than the inhales. And then gently on the next exhale, releasing your hands down. Take another deep inhale to the nose. Exhale, side out to the mat. We're going to do one more breathing exercise called alternate nose breathing. So you're going to use your right hand, these fingers between the eyebrows or folded down like so. Left hand can be on the knee, tip of the thumb and pointer finger can touch. Let's take a full inhale. Exhale completely. And then right thumb closes the right nostril, inhaling through the left. Right ring finger closes the left nostril, pinch both close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close and hold both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close and hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close and hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close and hold. Exhale left. Let's take 2 more rounds. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. Inhaling left. Close and hold both. Exhale to the right. Inhale right. Close and hold both. Exhaling left. Inhale left. Close and hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close and hold. Exhaling left. And then gently releasing both hands down. Inhale, both arms out and up. On the exhale, right hand next to the right hip. Lowering down, lean over to the right side as far as you can go. Keeping that left sit bone down, shoulders are soft. Let's take one more full round of breath here. And then inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, left hand down, lean over towards the left side. Opening up the whole right side of the body. Opening up and lengthening. Stay with the breath. Shoulders are soft. And inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, gentle twist over to the right side. Spine is long, collarbones are spreading open, crown of the head stacked above the tailbone. Let's take one more full round of breath here. Inhaling fully. Exhale. On the next inhale, reach the right arm up to frame the right ear. Keep the left hand on the outer side of the right leg. Pressing both sit bones down. We're going to reach over towards the left side now. Great. So we're twisting and lengthening at the same time. Shoulders are soft. One more full round of breath. On the next exhale, gently release the right hand down. Left hand extends forward, and we're going to take a nice stretch, folding forward. Maybe you walk your fingertips really lengthen. Deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly on the next inhale, start stacking one vertebrae at a time as we reach up. Reach both arms out and up. Let's clasp the hands, turn the palms upward. Roll the shoulders back and down. And if you need to, keep the elbows bent. So imagine pushing something up towards the ceiling. Knees are opening down towards the floor, pressing strong to your sit bones. Spine is long. One more full round of breath. And then gently exhale, release the hands down. We're going to switch the cross of the legs. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, twist over to the left side. 3 nice long deep breaths here. Full inhales through the nose. Long exhales. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round of breath. On the next inhale, left arm reaches up. And as you exhale, we're going to lengthen over once again. Press your both sit bones. Left side of the body is lengthening. You're twisting. Shoulders soft. Try to keep a steady breath. Inhaling forward to the nose. And then long exhales. One more full round of breath here. On the next exhale, left hand reaches forward. Right hand reaches forward. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, we're going to press through the heel of the hands. Lift your fingertips up and chin tilts upward. As you exhale, press your fingertips into the floor. Tend the hands and round to the spine, chin towards the chest. Anything going on with the spine or osteoporosis, you're going to keep this really gentle. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale, press the heels, lift the fingers, lift up to the chest. Exhale, fingertips into the floor. Tend the hands round to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round of breath, just like that. On the next inhale, slowly stacking one vertebrae at a time, reaching the arms up. We're gonna clasp the unnatural way. So if you normally put your right fingers on top, put the left, turn the palms upward, roll the shoulders back and down, press through the sit bones, through the sides of your feet. Knees are moving down towards the ground. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, and this time we're going to lengthen, side stretch through the right. Try to keep the left sit bone pressing down. The shoulders are soft, moving away from the ears. Inhale, center. Exhale, Lean over to the left. Keep pressing to the sit bones, knees down, breathe. And then gently inhale, bringing it back to center. Slowly lower it down. Let's take a few shoulder rolls. And then rolling in the opposite direction. And from here, we're gonna move on to all fours. So if you have that blanket or towel to place underneath your knees, it's nice to have extra padding. We're gonna come onto all fours, wrists, elbows, shoulders are stacked. Your hips are stacked above the knees. On the inhale, lifting up to the chest, allowing your tailbone up, ribs drop down. As you exhale, press the floor away. Maybe you curl your toes under and we're rounding through the spine, all the way up the lower abdomen. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round. Feel the space between the shoulder blades open up. Let's take 4 more rounds just like this, making the inhales full. There's no rush. The exhales longer than the inhales. Two more. And gently coming back to neutral spine. On the next inhale, we're going to extend the right leg back, curl the toes under. And then as you exhale, press the heel back. Feel the back of the leg opening up. Inhale, shift forward, point your toes. Feel the front of your foot opening up. Exhale, press the heel back. Inhale. Let's take 2 more. Moving with the breath, just like that. Opening the back of the leg and the front of the foot. On the next inhale, bring it back to center. We're going to lift the right heel up. Maybe you hold here. Maybe you reach the left hand forward. And we're going to hold here and play a little bit with balancing. Try to really lengthen. Press the foot like you're pushing something away from your body. And reach with the fingertips, with the left fingertips. 1 more full round of breath. On the next exhale, we're going to bring either knee to elbow. Or if that's not accessible, you can bring your left hand down and knee to nose. So exhale, knee to elbow, or knee to nose if the left hand meets the floor. We're going to take 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Hold here for 1 full round of breath. And then gently exhale, bring the left hand down. We're going to bring the right foot forward on the outer side of the right pinky. Maybe you slide your left knee back a little bit, getting into the hip flexor. And let's hold here for 3 breaths. Spread your fingers wide. Let the tailbone be heavy, releasing towards the floor. And you should feel a nice deep stretch to the front of the left leg and the left hip. 1 more full round of breath. And then slowly on the next inhale, we're going to reach the right arm up, coming into a twist. Reach towards the ceiling with the tip of your fingertips. Create length between the left wrist and the tip of the right fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take 1 more full round of breath. On the exhale, keep everything as is. Make a fist with the right wrist. And let's roll through that wrist. And then roll in the opposite direction. As you exhale, release the fist, bring the hand on the outside of the right foot. We're going to hinge the hips back, runner's lunge, toes flex up towards the ceiling, hips are squared. Try to not collapse in the upper back, so the spine is nice and long, and you should get a nice stretch to the back of the leg, right leg. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. 1 more full round of breath here. And then slowly on the inhale, bend the knee, lift up to the chest. Exhale, hinge it back. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. We're gonna step that right knee back. Step the knees a little wider than the hips. Press your sit bones back, coming into child's pose just for 3 breaths. Maybe you let the forehead come all the way to the floor. Breathe. Maybe you relax the forearms. One more full round of breath. And on the next inhale, slowly coming back onto all fours. Adjust your knees. Adjust your wrists. On the next inhale, extending the left leg back. As you exhale, press through the heel, opening up the back of the leg. Inhale, shift forward, point your toes. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the next inhale, bring it back to center. Lift the left heel up. Press strongly through both hands. Spread your fingers wide. And then as you inhale, reach the right arm forward. Press through the foot. Reach with the tip of the left fingers. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round of breath. And then gently on the exhale, either knee to elbow or knee to nose if you need to bring your right hand down to the floor. So exhaling, rounding. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold here. And then gently on the next exhale, bring the right hand down, left foot comes on the outside of the left pinky. Maybe you slide your right knee back to get into the hip flexor, and we're gonna hold. Your left knee is moving towards your leg. Hips are heavy. Inhale, exhale. 2 more nice long deep breaths. On the next inhale, press through the right hand, left arm reaches up. That left knee is moving towards the right shoulder. Right fingertips towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round of breath here. And then on the exhale, make a fist with the left hand. Let's roll through that wrist. Roll in the opposite direction. And then gently on the exhale, release the fist. Bring the hand down to the outer side of the left foot. And hinging the hips back, runner's lunge. Flex the toes. Try to square the hips as much as possible. Legs into the spine. Think about the chest moving towards the toes rather than the nose dipping down because we don't want to be rounding through the upper back. Bring your awareness to the back of your left leg. Inhaling from the heel to the hip. Exhale, hip. The crown of your head. Inhale, heel to hip. Exhale, hip to the crown of your head. One more full round of breath, just like that. And then gently on the inhale, bend the knee, lift up to the chest. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. This time we're going to bend that left knee, curl the right toes under, lift the leg, step it forward, come into a forward fold. And you want the back of your legs nice and long and the spine long. So if that means bringing your hands all the way up to your knees, take it, or just below the knees. Maybe you can bring your fingertips to the floor. Try to shift the hips forward to stack above the ankles. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Imagine inhaling from the heels to your sit bones. Exhaling from your sit bones to the crown of your head. Inhale, heels to hips. Exhale all the way down to the crown. 2 more nice long deep breaths. On the next inhale, soften the knees slowly, very slowly, very mindfully start stacking 1 vertebrae at a time. There's no rush. Eventually the arms start rising. And then exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hinge through the hips, forward fold once again. And then slowly on the inhale, stacking one vertebrae at a time as we reach up. Bring it all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's take 3 breaths here. Maybe close your eyes. Imagine inhaling from the very bottom of your feet to above the crown of your head. Exhaling from above the crown all the way down into the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to move into warrior 1. So I'm going to turn to face everyone. Right foot is forward, left foot steps back, and our feet are wide. So you're not on a tightrope like so. Your right knee is moving towards the second and third toe. Your left big toe is turned forward, the heel is back, and we're trying to square the torso, maybe even the hips forward. You have the option to keep the hands on your hips, arms in cactus, or arms lengthen up, shoulders are soft. Press so much through that back foot that you feel the calf muscles lengthening. You're pressing to the pinky side of that back foot, shoulders soft. Let's take 2 more nice long deep breaths here. Turn to the side once again. 1 more full round of breath. On the exhale, bring the hands to the lower back. Clasp, if this is not available, you can grab opposite forearm or elbows. Lift up through the chest on the inhale. That front knee is bent. You're really pressing to the pinky side of the back foot. On the exhale, back foot is your anchor as we lean or lengthen forward into our devotional. Left shoulder moves forward in space, so the shoulders are even. Crown of the head is lengthening away from the tailbone. Keep pressing to the pinky side of that back foot. 1 more full round of breath. On the next inhale, strong legs, press. Inhale and reach up, arms out and up. Exhale, hands towards the center of the chest. Shift the weight into that front foot. We're going to step the left foot forward. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, gently hinge through the hips as we fold. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, hold or fold here. Again, it's really nice to create that stretch to the back of the legs. So if you need to bring the arms higher, bring the hands higher. 1 more full round of breath. And then on the next inhale, soften the knees as you slowly start lifting, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the heart. 3 breaths. Inhaling from the very ground to the crown. Exhaling from the crown of your head all the way down to the floor. And we're going to step the right foot back now. Warrior 1 on the left side. Left knee is moving towards the second and third toe. Again, working on squaring the torso, maybe even the hips. The right side is to the right foot is moving to the side. Heel is the furthest part of your body. Breathe. Hands maybe at the hips, cactus, or reaching up. Shoulders are soft. Ground through the right foot. Pinky side, pressing down. Feel the calf muscle opening up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take 2 more nice long deep breaths. And then gently on the exhale, hands to the lower back. Clasp the opposite way. Just like we did when we were seated. So fingers, if you normally put the right fingers on top, bring the left fingers on top, roll the shoulders back and down. Ground through both feet. 1 more full inhale, and then on the exhale, start releasing the torso down towards the floor. Bend into that front knee as long as there's no pain. Keep grounding to the right foot. Spine is long. Shoulders are parallel, so the right shoulder is moving forward in space. 1 more full round of breath. And then on the next inhale, press strongly to the feet as you rise, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, shift the weight into the left foot, step it forward. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, gently hinge through the hips as we fold. Find length in the back of the legs. So if you need to have your hands up higher on the legs, take it. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Maybe you shake your head yes. Maybe you shake your head no. Two more nice long deep breaths in our forward fold. And then slowly on the next inhale, soften the knees, start stacking one vertebrae at a time as we lift up, arms up. Exhale, hands towards the chest. Inhale fully from the very ground to above the crown of your head. Exhaling all the way down. And we're gonna make our way onto back to the ground. Inhale, arms up. We're gonna guide you through a sun salutation, part of the sun salutation. And exhale, fold. Inhale, I'm gonna come to neutral spine, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. We're gonna step the right foot back, all the way back. Then the left foot back, all the way back. Maybe you hold in plank, maybe you lower down the knees and modify plank. Let's take 3 breaths here. Your arms are super active. If you're in full plank, your heels are pushing back, your lower abdomen is engaged, the space between the shoulders is open. So you're not collapsing. One more breath. And then slowly, if you're in full plank, lower the knees and slowly lower down. And I'm going to give 2 options. Point your toes. Maybe the lower body comes down first, or if you want to work more the upper body, you drop your chin. Elbows are tugged in towards the ribs, and then slowly scoop the heart forward. Press the top of the feet into the floor. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Maybe your hands hover off the floor. There's length from the tip of your toes. Your knees are off the floor. Breathe. We're lengthening to the lower back. One more breath. And then slowly on the exhale, bring the hands down back to the ground. Press back, knees wide. We're coming back to our child's pose. Maybe you drop your forehead on the floor. Maybe you bring your hands on the outer side of your feet. 3 long deep breaths here, taking a moment to acknowledge the difference in your body. Inhale fully. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round of breath. And then very, very slowly start lifting up, and we're going to make our way onto our backs. So we're going to bring our hips down, sit bones down. We're going to work on modified pigeon. So we're going to bring the left knee is bent, foot flat on the floor, and the right ankle comes onto the thigh. Your foot is flexed and your knee is moving away from your body. This is option 1. We're creating space in the right hip. Option 2, maybe you lift the left foot up and you wrap your hands around the back of the left leg. And we're folding here. Keep guiding that right knee away from you, creating space in that right hip. Let's take 2 more nice long deep breaths. And then gently release the left leg. If you're holding onto it, bring the foot back to the floor. Keep the figure of 4 so the right ankle is glued to the left thigh. Open the arms out into a T. And we're just going to bring the right foot down to the left side. So we have a nice twist. And if you want to go deeper, you can bring your gaze towards your right fingertips. Your right knee is still pushing away from you. So it's up towards the ceiling. One more full round of breath. And then slowly inhale, bring it back to center. Uncross the ankle. Hug both knees towards the chest. Rock from side to side, massaging the spine. And we'll move on to the opposite side. So right foot comes to the floor with the knee bend. Left ankle comes to the right thigh, just above the knee. The foot is flexed to protect the left knee, and you're guiding that left knee away from the body. No rush here. Maybe take a moment to acknowledge the difference between your right side and your left side. Inhale, exhale. One more full round of breath. And then if you moved into option 2 on the other side, you're going to lift the right foot off the floor. You're going to wrap your hands around the back of the right leg, and we hold here. That left knee is actively moving away from the body, creating more and more space in the left hip. Let's take 3 more breaths. And then gently on your next exhale, release the right leg. Bring the foot to the floor. Keep the left ankle on the right thigh. Open the arms out into a T. Inhale fully here. On the exhale, keeping the legs exactly as they are, we're just going to start bringing the left foot down to the right side. That knee is still moving away from the body. If you want to go deeper, you can bring your gaze over towards the tip of the left fingers. The arms are open into a T shape. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more full round of breath. And then slowly inhale, bring it back to center. Release the left foot to the ground. As you exhale, hug both knees towards the chest. Let's rock from side to side. We're going to come into happy baby. So you want to try to keep your tailbone completely flat on the floor. Bring your feet with the knees bent, feet facing the ceiling. And you're going to bring your knees towards your armpits. So your knees are opening up. Think about knees moving into your armpits. Your hands can be on your shins or on the outer side of your feet. If you start lifting the tailbone off the floor, bring your hands lower on the legs or higher, closer to the knees. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Keep guiding the tailbone flat on the floor. Engage the lower abdomen. Shoulders are relaxed. The skin on your face is relaxed. One more full round of breath. And then slowly release. We're going to bring both feet flat on the floor. The knees are bent. Walk your heels close to your sit bones. Your hands with distance apart, away from the hips. And we're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Hold for 1 breath. And then on the exhale, your next exhale, you're going to scoot the hips over towards the left. Open the arms out into the T. Knees towards the chest. And we're going to let both legs drop to the side. Just for a twist here. If you want to go deeper, the gaze can turn over towards the left hand. Maybe your right hand comes to your left hip, and then on the exhale, slide the hand down towards the back of the knee, getting a little deeper. Let's take 1 more breath. And then bring it back to center. This time, we're going to bring the hips back to center, lift your hips up, and shift them over to the right. The reason we do this is to keep the alignment of the spine. Open the arms out into a T. As you exhale, knees close to the chest, and then bring them over to the left side. So the tailbone is in alignment, stacked below the crown of your head. Maybe you turn your gaze towards your right hand to get a little bit deeper. Maybe you bring your left hand to your right hip. Inhale. And then on the exhale, slide your hand down towards the back of the knee, getting yourself a little bit of a deeper stretch. Let's take 2 more nice long deep breaths here. And then slowly inhale, bring it back to center. Hug your knees towards your chest 1 more time. Maybe rock from side to side, massaging the spine. And we're going to get ready for the last part of our session, which is Shavasana, coming into full and complete stillness. So if you need to place, if you have that blanket or your pillow, to place it underneath your knees or underneath your head, getting really comfortable here. We're going to be moving into our guided relaxation. So without creating any movement, get really, really cozy. If you need to support your lower back, a pillow or a blanket underneath the knees. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. Take a deep, deep inhale to the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your awareness to each point in your body that's touching the ground, or maybe a pillow or a blanket. Inhale fully into these points. And as you exhale, allow each point to sink deeper and deeper into the ground. Your body soft and relaxed. Without creating any movement, gently bring your awareness to the tip of your right fingers. Your right fingers soft and completely relaxed. Spaces between your right fingers soften. Your right hand soft and fully relaxed. Right wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, right armpit, right side of your torso. Spaces between each right rib soft and fully relaxed. Your right sideways, hip, right glutes, right upper leg, knee, shin, right ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, all 5 right toes, soft and completely relaxed. Gently shift your awareness to the tip of your left fingers, softening your left fingers, left hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, soft and completely relaxed. Left side of your torso, spaces between each left rib, left sideways, hip, left upper leg, knee, shin, calf muscles, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, all 5 left toes, soft and completely relaxed. Your whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs completely soft. Your whole torso, both arms, your entire spine, soft and fully relaxed. Your neck, soft. The skin on your skull, across your forehead. Your cheeks, your jaw muscles, soften, soft and completely unclenched. Tip of the chin, lips, inner sides of your mouth, soft. Inner sides of your throat, inner sides of your nostrils, tip of the nose, whole nose soft and fully relaxed. Your eyelids heavy, Eyeballs sinking deep into the back of the skull. Eyebrows soft and completely relaxed. Space between your brows fully and completely soft. Imagine inhaling deeply from the space between the brows to the back of the skull. Exhaling from the back of the skull to the space between the brows. Your head heavier, whole body more and more relaxed. Your whole entire body, whole body, whole body, from the crown of your head to the tip of your fingers, soft and fully relaxed. Now gently start bringing your awareness back to your breath, allowing the breath to become a little heavier, a little deeper. Slowly start inviting soft and gentle movements into your body, allowing your body to gently start reawakening from the inside out. On the next inhale, finding a full body stretch, reaching the arms above your head, pointing your toes. On the exhale, hugging the knees towards your chest. And then gently rolling over to your right side. Taking a few breaths here. Taking a moment to acknowledge the difference in your body, maybe even your mindset. And then whenever you're ready, slowly making your way back up to a seat. Bring your hands on your lap or the heart center. Taking a deep, deep, long inhale from the very, very ground to above the crown of your head. And then exhaling from above the crown all the way down into the earth. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to be of service. Namaste. If anyone